Germany?
No.
Oh, you didn't want to put that in category. But it has been a terrific start to the World Cup. We've seen some very exciting football. Of course, it's been a World Cup of underdogs so far. These young men would have been watching these games and would like, of course, today to emulate what they've seen so far in Qatar.
Oh yeah, no doubt. And when you think of Tunisia holding Denmark, you look at Morocco, Poland drawing with Mexico, it's been a whole series of upsets. And of course today though, our CONCACAF neighbours hammered Costa Rica by Canada. Yeah. But it's exciting so far. I'm looking forward to the rest of the World Cup.
Yeah. Now bringing it back to the Intercol a little bit, we have some of our zonal finalists who have already been crowned. Just a quick recap, last week Tuesday we had Signal Hill that would have been triumphant over Mason Hall, a 5-4 win after drawing 1-1 up to in their regulation time. And then secondly we had Carapachima with their 7th win as the Central Zone winners, defeating Chaguanas North Secondary. As I said, this is the 7th time they are holding the Central Zone title. And of course, Fatima College winning the North Zone against Queen's Royal College up to a few days ago. Colin, I want to start with you with that one.
No, I mean, it's going, I think it's going according to plan, except maybe for Tobago. You look at Tobago, I'm a little surprised Signal Hill got in there, beaten Mason Hall, and there was no space side. So you're looking at those national quarterfinals. Carapachima East, they're going up against the winners of South. That game is on Friday. Fatima College, they're opposing the winners here today. Then you have the winner of the quarterfinal between Caps and Signal Hill opposing the South winners.
Of course, much thanks, Colin. Now let's bring it back a little bit to today's matchup for the East Zone final. We have Sawa North Secondary versus Trinity College East. Now these two teams would have been matched up earlier in the SSFL Premiership, right? But Sawa North would have been, they remain unbeaten in the group stage. And they would have walked away with a 1-0 win against Trinity College East, thanks to Larry Noel.
Yeah, when you talk about San Juan North, it's an interesting fact that since Jerry Moore has been here at this school since 2014, he's only lost this once, this East Zone Intercol final. Since then, he has won it. This is a trophy he is very comfortable with and familiar with. But this San Juan North team in particular, with Larry Noel and Sweet, that combination has been difficult to solve so far. Of course now, coming into this one, it's a final. It's an Intercol final. We've seen so many times, and of course in the World Cup where upsets have reigned supreme. Can we have an upset here today? I'm not sure, but I do think that what San Juan North presents, both tactically and in terms of the quality within their squad, they might be a little bit too much for Trinity College East.
I'm going to go against you actually, Brent, because I think Trinity East, they've got a good chance. They're going to come out here. They've not won the East Zone Intercol, so they're going to come here and really fight. They've got some quality players. I think Forsten up front is going to present huge problems for the San Juan North defense. You're looking at San Juan North, Noel, and you're looking at Swede. If somehow Trinity East can nullify those two guys, I think they're in with a chance, and I do not think this is going to be a walk in the park for San Juan North.
Well, we'll see what happens today. Thank you, gentlemen. Well, Brent, you had a chat with the coaches before today's match, so let's see what they had to say.
We're now joined by coach of Trinity College East, Coach Dwayne Davis. Coach, final here today. What do you think you need to do to get a positive result coming out in this game?
I think we need to stay focused and to concentrate on our game plan defensively and get the players in the right position on attack to cause some trouble for the Sawa defense.
Of course, the first time you two teams met was in the Premiership, going down 1-0 in that game. Anything in particular you need to do different in that game?
Yeah, sometimes we gave away the ball a little too easy, so we need to be a little sharper on the ball, a little more composed. We had some difficulties in that game. A couple of players didn't play in that game who will be playing today, so that's a plus for us too. So we see how it goes.
Thank you very much, Coach Davis, and all the best to you and your charges.
The challenges is just basically preparation. I mean, the weather pattern this week was kind of crazy, so the biggest challenge was really how we prepared. But besides that, I think we're going to be all right.
From a tactical approach, what do you think San Juan North needs to do today to walk away victorious?
Well, I think anytime there's a World Cup going on, the football standards around the world has got higher. So I think they're going to be watching a lot of the game and they're probably going to defend better. But we got to look to break them down as quickly as possible and get behind them.
Thank you very much, Coach, and all the best to you.
Yeah.
That was Coach Jerry Moore of San Juan North Secondary School.
Those were head coaches Dwayne Davis of Trinity College East and Jerry Moore of San Juan North Secondary, respectively, on their approach for today's matchup. Now we have our exciting kickoff for today's Coca-Cola East Zone final coming up after the break. So make sure you grab your Coca-Cola, grab your snacks, and get ready for an exciting game.
I'm Tevin and I'm here to tell you two big things. The first thing is that Coca-Cola Intercol is back and we are ready to kick it off. Now even bigger news than that is that this year will be like no other because you and your school team have a chance to win a set of special edition Coca-Cola Intercol football shirts. Now all you have to do is join us in creating #sustainablehappiness throughout the competition. So here's how we use recycled plastic bottles.
Like regular, that one is a hardwired for just in case.
My mic was off.
Fine.
That's what I know here.
Oh wait, yeah, that's because Saunders was there before you.
Welcome here to the Larry Gomes Stadium, and it's the East Zone final, and what a final we have in store for you. It's San Juan North Secondary coming up against Trinity College East, and these two teams, when they last met, San Juan North prevailed, but only just. Larry Noel scored within the first 5 minutes of the game, and Trinity East pressed for the equalizer. It was not to be. So it would give Trinity East some sort of confidence, knowing that they were not hammered by this San Juan North team, and losing by just the one goal, they may very well feel that they can get back into this game and turn the tables on the San Juan North team, Brent.
Yeah, when you look at this format of the competition, it does present an opportunity for a team to seek redemption. And of course, this a similar type of scenario here, where Trinity College, as you rightfully said, conceded very early in the game, and of course a very waterlogged field, a fortuitous goal at best, and a situation that they feel they could probably rectify here in this final. Remember, it's a situation where the loser goes home. So for Trinity College East, this is a massive game for them, and of course the ability to stay in this competition.
Well, here the teams are making their way out, and they are going to be met by the dignitaries led by the president of the Secondary Schools Football League, Mr. Mereri Gonzalez, as the two teams, Sawo North in their traditional green and white striped shirts, and Trinity College East in yellow and blue, yellow top and blue shorts. So there are the respective dignitaries going out to meet the players, led by the president of the Secondary Schools League, Mr. Mereri Gonzalez. As we have with him is Mr. Adish Dwarika, the chairman of the Secondary Schools East Zone. Then there's Brian Wickham, the principal of Trinity College East. Miss Arlene Chandler, she is representing Sawo North. And Ainsley Cato, he is the sales manager of Coca-Cola, bringing up the rear. So those are the persons meeting the players, as the officials, of course, in the middle between the teams, and meeting the captain of Trinity College East. Of course, that's Andre Providence, the one of the central defenders, in front, leading the dignitaries and introducing the players. And so a little bit of butterflies, Brent, would be in their respective stomachs.
Yeah, I think it's a game, as I mentioned before, that has, of course, huge ramifications on it. Simply, strictly from a seasonal perspective, if you lose here, that's the end of it for you. But you know, you're hitting a point, Colin, of course, for both programs, particularly Trinity College East. They would be buoyed in the fact that they played a San Juan North with two prolific players in SEEN and, of course, Noel, and come out with a very slender 1-0 defeat, and they may just feel that this may be their day. And of course, the pitch is in near perfect condition as we have a look at the officials. Of course, fourth official Jassy McDonald, the ARs Miguel Joseph and Adrian Coilas. Of course, the referee is Andrew Samuel.
Yeah.
And when you look at the contrasting pitch conditions from both teams, Colin, I think it would make for a very interesting encounter.
There's no doubt about that, and the pitch looks in really good condition, I must admit. I mean, we've been having so much rain, the entire country, nowhere is spared really. And even coming up here today, there was a bit of a shower, there was a drizzle. Well, that has subsided, and we have really nice weather now. Just a little bit of a grey cloud hanging around, but you know, it doesn't seem that we're going to get rain. Let's have a look at the starting lineups for the team. We'll start with Trinity College East. Of course, Brandon Dalrymple in goal as per usual. There's Daniel, Barnwell, Whiteman, Kroll, Providence, Prince, Frank Williams, Faustin, Figaro, Riley, and the coach is ex-Fatima student Dwayne Davis.
Well, we expect them, of course, to set up in a 4-3-3 formation. Defensively, they would take a 4-5-1 shape. Expect, of course, Corral and Figaro to give support to defense. It's how quickly can the likes of Frank Williams, etc., gets the ball into that danger man's feet in Jahim Faustin.
And let's have a look at the starting lineup for the Sawo North team. There's Haynes in goal, and there's Lewis. This is Joshua Lewis. There's Black Haynes, Noel, Sween, Joseph, Mitchell. The other Lewis, Desai Lewis. There's Kent Guy, Jones, and Christian Brown. And the coach is Jerry Moore. Let's have a look at the formation, Brent.
Well, they would play in a 4-1-4-1 scenario. Of course, Sween plays a little ahead of Jones, Brown and Thomas. And that danger man up there, Larry Noel, the leading scorer for San Juan North, the prolific striker, and the one that all eyes will be on here this afternoon.
Well, we're just about getting ready for the kickoff here at the Larry Gomes Stadium. Seems that Sawo North. No, Trinity East is going to kick off here. They're going to kick off the proceedings.
I just saw the referee doing some maintenance there on the side of the pitch already, moving the Tiger Tanks logo a little further back. Of course, I have to say a big thank you to Tiger Tanks and the support they've given to this league this season. And of course, this segment of the tournament is led by Coca-Cola. It must be some time now, Colin, since Coca-Cola has been sponsoring the Intercol.
No doubt about that, as we're still just awaiting the kickoff. And we see some repairs still going on to the nets, Brent.
It's important. I remember being here at this very stadium at a TT Pro League game where the ball did fly through to the net. The two teams I was playing, and the goal was never given. So I think it's important repairs, albeit it may have delayed us a bit, but we're off soon.
Yes, we're just about getting ready for the kickoff, and Trinity East going all the way back very early to Whiteman. He plays that long ball, searching ball, and chasing after it and trying to keep it in. There it looks like Foston, and it's going to be a throw for Juan North. Lewis is going to take the throw. Sending it down the right side as Brown giving chase. The referee is awarding the free kick. And it's played short towards Mitchell. Mitchell plays that ball down the line. That's going to be too hard for Brown. He's not going to get there. And it's going to go out for a goal kick for Juan North. So a goal kick, sorry, for Trinity East. Did I say Juan North? Why did I do that? But here is the ball played upfield, and going across to head it is Lewis, trying to get it to Guy, but eventually it comes off of Riley Hill, and it goes out for a throw for Trinity East. So the throw sent upfield, again looking for Hill, and it stopped just inside the line there by Lewis. He sends it downfield looking for Noel, and Noel does get possession of it now. He's running at the Trinity East defense. This is a good run from Larry Noel, trying to play it through to SSFL, and eventually it's going to be cleared upfield. Hill is there in a little tussle with Guy, and it's going to be a free kick for Trinity East as Guy is doing a little bit of pushing, and it's going to be a free kick. So
an outstanding run there by Noel.
You
just wondered if done enough there to swing in.
Well, here is the ball played out towards Prince, and is trying to look to get that shot away, but in fact they get possession. Trinity East still holding on to that ball, and a long range shot, but really and truly didn't have any power in it, and it's picked back up by Trinity East as that ball is played defensively back. The ball is with Kroll in the midfield, trying to get it wide here to Barnwell, who gets there just in time, sends it across in, and eventually it's picked up here by Mitchell, and he's in a real tussle now with Figaro, it looked like. So it's going to be a free kick for Juan North. Lewis is going to take it. Sends it downfield. That's a good hit. Noel is given chase.
Could be trouble.
Well, the keeper did well, but a free kick being awarded. So maybe a little bit of pushing by Noel, Brent, but the keeper did well though.
Yeah, he did extremely well. He had to be brave, and of course he had to be decisive, and he was both. And because of that, eventually got away from it. But I tell you what, we've seen Larry Noel put those sorts of situations into the back of the net.
No doubt about it. But here is Lewis That's towards Brong. He does well, actually.
Very well.
I thought he was going to keep it in at one stage. But this is Prince looking to get it to Barnwell. Barnwell turns nicely with it. And being tugged by Brong, the referee is allowing play to go on. And Kroll playing it forward. That's a good ball now. Played to Prince. He's trying to get it towards Foston. And Kroll picks it back up as Trinity is trying to come forward with it, and Lewis, that's Desai, Lewis just playing it out, and it's going to be a through for Samoa North, for Trinity East. So Trinity East in the yellow top and blue shorts as that ball is thrown forward. Again, Lewis plays it out, and it's going to be a through for Trinity East. Barnwell has gone forward to take the throw. As eventually played out again by Haynes, and Barnwell going to probably look to take a long throw. The sun is with us here at the Larry Gomes Stadium, so that's good news. Just been playing now for just about 5 minutes, but offside is Barnwell, and it's going to be a free kick for Samoa North.
I'm already looking at the tactical chess game that is going on here, and of course with SSFL playing a bit more in tandem with Noel, it does leave Samoa North a bit short in numbers in the middle of the park, and you just wonder if that could be the type of advantage that Trinity College East needs, of course, to start to build and twist and turn and get their way in this football game. Already we've seen the lion's share of the second balls and balls in the middle of the park being won by Trinity College East. They haven't been able to settle Samoa North, Colin. They've struggled a bit, and I think a lot of it is down to that numerical advantage in the middle of the park.
Certainly, nobody has really come to terms with the play yet. I think it's a little bit back and forth. I think Trinity's, they haven't started badly though, Brent. They're trying to take the game to Samoa North. They're certainly not afraid of this opposition. There's Kroll playing it back to Barnwell. Barnwell looking to get past his man, does well, plays it, a nice ball up the left side to Frank Williams. And he's trying to get inside of the defender in Haynes, and the referee has indicated that it's going to be a free kick. Long ball sent down by Lewis. It's well taken by Brong. He does well, sends it back to Lewis. He's playing, that's Desai. Lewis plays it infield towards Mitchell. Mitchell sends it long forward, looking for Noel, and out comes Dalrymple.
It's good goalkeeping again, Colin.
That's right. He's quite willing, Brent, to come off his line quickly.
When you make those sorts of decisions,
you have
to get it right, and he's done it on 2 occasions, because it did seem that, of course, defensively, both Whiteman and Providence didn't look sure about where they were, but he was able to clear it up. That's good goalkeeping by Dalrymple.
Well, and you could see that Samoa North looking to play that ball over the top, trying to get Noel to run onto it. But here's Prince and Foston giving chase, but that's good defending by Lewis. And he's playing it forward, gets it to Brong. Brong looking to turn Barnwell. He's not able to do that. Comes off of Barnwell, and it's going to be a through. The throw quickly taken by Desai Lewis, gets it in towards Mitchell, back to Mitchell. Mitchell is playing that ball towards SSFL. We haven't seen much of SSFL so far in the game.
Yeah, well, he's finally starting to drop into the middle of the park and now trying to break lines and get further ahead. But that's what I expected of him, especially in the position that he's playing in that false 9 position. Well, he's playing in a 10 position, really.
Well, Barnwell giving it away to Brong, and Brong comes inside between 2 defenders. He does well. The loose ball is picked up there by Mitchell. He gives it to goes left-sided with it. He's trying to get it clumsy to Thomas, and he fouls Thomas in the interim. Actually, that wasn't Thomas. Let's see. It was.
Looks like Fagaro.
Yeah. So it's going to be a free kick. No doubt SSFL is going to look to hit this one.
Well, we all know, of course, of the ability of that left foot of his. It's just going to be interesting to see if he can get it on target, Colin. He can generate the power. But the question with players of that ilk is whether or not they can get the direction with the power.
Well, so it most likely is going to be SSFL, no doubt. Let's have a look. No, it's not SSFL actually, and the ball came off the wall, and eventually it's played upfield to what's Faustin, but he's harassed there by two defenders around him. One was Haynes, and the other one was Lewis. So,
well, I am speechless because I'm shocked to not see SSFL have a go at that one. It's it's the first real opportunity to have a crack on goal, and you thought they would have put, of course, probably their best technician on it.
Yeah, they gave it. They left it for Joseph, and I was a little surprised.
Joseph,
no, of course.
But, I think SSFL would, of course, may have presented more of a challenge there and a threat. Only they would know, the players. I'm quite sure if you ask Coach Jerry Moore, you'd say, I didn't draw it up that way. That's a foul.
So it's going to be a free kick this time, and look at where SSFL now he's going to take the free kick. It just doesn't make sense. But however, it's going to be SSFL. We've been playing now for just over 10 minutes, so we still await the first goal here at the Larry Gomes Stadium. And this is SSFL, and he goes for goal, but that was a little too far out, and Dalrymple just dive into his left, just trying to make sure that there was no problem.
Strange one. It was probably about 10 yards closer in the last free kick, and he didn't take it.
Yes.
As they say in Trinidad parlance, the mats is not matsin.
Yeah, well, here is the ball going up the right side for Trinity East. It's with Hill. Sends a deep cross, but too close to the keeper, Haynes. And he's going to bowl it out towards Brown. Brown can't control it. Better. Yeah, he's had to do better. You would have thought it skidded off the surface, but still never really got behind the ball.
Well, he's got to use his left foot.
Yeah, and was reaching for it, wasn't he, with that
well, he
right
tried
foot.
The more difficult skill, which is the right foot, and he could have easily just collected it. And now his team has to defend the corner.
That's right. So a corner for Trinity East, coming across to take the corner. Let's see, it seems to be Daniel, the man coming to take the corner. As is it? Well, it's not. Is it Daniel? Yes, it looks like Daniel. So here is the corner. That's a good one, and that's a good save in the end, because it was deep. It was curling, Brent, into the far corner, and Haynes had to go back and just pushed it out with his right hand and got there just in time.
Well, the touch kept, of course, the attacker coming in. Here comes in again, Haynes. That was a goal, Colin.
Yeah, it looked like Prince coming in at the far post.
Coming in at the far post.
But
would have had the easiest of headers.
Yeah.
He's in a good job.
The touch at the right moment, wasn't it? But it was a good corner, deep curling as well. And you have to say excellent work on his part.
I think from a San Juan North perspective, they would be concerned. He was all alone, the attacker. Had no one around him.
Well, here's Lewis for San Juan North. Long ball, but it's going to be headed back upfield. It's with Figaro. He's playing that ball towards Hill. Hill takes it down nicely, but it's intercepted here by San Juan North. And in fact, a foul on, let's see, the foul was committed, on SSFL. So it's going to be a free kick. No goals yet here at the Larry Gomes Stadium. This is the secondary schools, the Coca-Cola Intercol East Zone final. And the winner of this meets the North Zone champions, Fatima College. So let's see, it's sent in field by Guy, and the ball comes off the head of Barnwell. And yes, goes for a corner. So a right-sided corner for San Juan North. No doubt Lindell Sween is going across to take that corner. And yes, he is there. Settles the ball. Let's have a look at this corner. No doubt using his left foot. It's going to be curling towards the goal. It goes towards that far post, and really and truly it was overhit.
It's poor.
Yeah.
Again, it's the first real opportunity to get the ball into the box, and it wasn't properly utilized. And sometimes, Colin, these are the moments in the game that come back to haunt you.
That's right.
When you have the opportunity to, of course, put your opponent under some sort of pressure, you have to utilize it. They've of course turned down that opportunity twice so far.
Well, here's Foston. We haven't seen him on the ball at all, and he's stripped, so he gains a free kick.
Well, we're going into roughly 15 minutes into the game, Colin. It's really lacked fluidity.
Yeah.
And of course some sort of rhythm.
Well, neither team seem to have settled as yet, Brent.
No.
Are they not coming to terms at the moment with the pitch conditions, and maybe the ball seems running on a little quicker than they're anticipating?
Yeah, I did have an opportunity to walk out on the pitch, and despite it looking lush and green, it's still very, very moist outside there. And you're right, I think the control and errant passes is coming not just from that, but I think in most cases the players are just not taking their time to apply that, whether it be a good touch or a good pass, like that situation there, where the ball trickles away from them.
Well, this is Frank Williams playing that ball to Foston, and Foston on the go here. He is the danger man, has the shot, never got over it. And I keep saying, Brent, if they give this guy some room, he can make the Juan North defense pay. He got in between two defenders, had the shot, he just never was able to get over it. Let's have a look at it.
Well, he comes in there, good bit of trickery. He comes in on the right foot. Lewis comes in and he gets it past him as well. And just there when you needed that extra amount of quality and composure, it was lacking. But certainly a good start by Foston. And you're right, Colin, if he's allowed the time and space, he will certainly hurt you. Just have to ask Queen's World College.
That's right. Well, here is CEEN as he brought down. No, says the referee. And the ball is played wide out towards Hill from Whiteman, but it's picked up by Guy. Guy gets it to Joseph. Joseph looking to come in field with it. He's trying to play a 1-2.
It's a tough pass.
Yep.
It's hit too hard, and going back to your point with the players, of course, not controlling and not passing the ball properly. There's your reason. It's lacked quality, genuine quality that is needed to play on this surface. We haven't seen it.
Well, here goes Foston up the left side now, looking to come in field. Brown comes back to assist his defenders, and the ball goes off of the Trinity East player. It looked to be Frank Williams, and it's going to be a throw for Juan North.
Well, I think from a Trinity College East perspective, it's really how quickly the Yellow Shirts join Jaheim Foston, because sometimes he does cast a very lonely soul up there.
Noel,
and probably in some occasions have to take on 2 or 3 Juan North players.
Yes, and that's another bad ball here from Jones, trying to find
they've struggled, Colin, Juan North in this opening exchange so far.
Yeah, there's no sort of how should I put it, fluidity at the moment with their game. It's really like a stop-start. They pick a couple passes, get a couple passes away, and then they lose the ball quickly. But here comes Frank Williams for Trinity East. Plays that ball into the center circle. There's Figaro. Figaro looking for Daniel, who's wide. Daniel picks it up now. He's going to play it up to Hill. Hill was a little too slow in getting to the ball, and give Guy credit. He's running down that left side, and Whiteman had to come across the intercept. But that was excellent football on the part of Guy, because Hill was waiting on the ball. He attacked it and started to go down the left side, and certainly was away, except for the intervention of Whiteman. So this is Brown trying to get it. Yep, trying to get it to Noel, but it's picked up in the middle by Jones. And
another poor pass.
Yep, they're just giving away the ball. But Prince finds Kroll. Kroll gets it to Foston. Foston coming inside with it. He's looking for some movement. Decides there's none, so he plays it to Kroll. Kroll coming forward with it. He's looking good and plays that ball towards Figaro. Figaro to Whiteman. Wide is Daniel, and Daniel is going to look to play it back to Figaro. So they're keeping some sort of possession here, and they don't want to give it away. And as soon as I say that, Noel could have intercepted, but here goes Whiteman. Sends that ball up the line to Hill. Across comes Lewis, does well, plays it out, and it's going to be a throw for Trinity East. Coming up to nearly 19 minutes, no goals yet. And no real clear-cut chances either,
No,
Brent.
and a lot of it, as you mentioned, is down to the stop-start type of affair we've had so far. As I mentioned, Colin, sometimes you wonder the impact that jitters and nerves have in this one, but it certainly lacked quality.
Well,
I can reassure our viewers that we've seen quality from both teams before in the past.
That's for sure.
So maybe it's just the occasion.
Well, it's a final, and sometimes you just have to say final, and players get a little. They get not only butterflies, they get more than butterflies. But it's going to be a throw for Juan North. Lewis has come down to take the throw. The right back, Desai Lewis. Of course, there's Joshua Lewis as well. So here is the throw sent infield, and Noel goes up with the head, but it's cleared upfield by the skipper Providence. And Prince now in a battle here for it, but he loses the battle. And in fact, Kroll picks up the loose ball, gets it to Figaro. Figaro plays a good ball, looking for Fostin.
That's a good touch.
Yep, Desai Lewis had to touch that. It was a good idea, playing that ball diagonally across. Changing the play was Figaro. And Lewis had to be alert to it. But here's Barnwell. Again, he's gone up that right side, so he's going to go further up, closer to the corner flag. Looking to get it to Foster. That's not Fostin, that is Frank Williams, who couldn't keep it in. And it's going to be a goal kick for Juan North. 20 minutes gone here as Juan North 0, Trinity College East 0. Long ball again from Lewis, and it's picked up here by Trinity East, but they give it away. This is Brown making that run, going down the right side.
Poor pass.
You know, we've been looking at the passing, Brent. It's been really bad. It's been too
abysmal.
long. Yeah, it's been too long. And this is what I'm saying. I'm just not sure that they've come to terms with the conditions out there.
Well, that instance is not, well, you could factor in, of course, this is a good ball.
Yeah, this is Prince giving chase. He's going to put it across, and that's a very good header.
That's well defended.
From Haynes, he had to defend that because coming in behind him was Frank Williams.
Yeah, going back to your original point, Colin. Yeah, you do have to factor the conditions of it, because you know the type of surface you play. The ball is running a bit faster than normal, but yet still, the passes have been really shocking so far.
You would think, Brenda, after 22 minutes
they would have figured it out.
Yeah. Well, here is the corner, headed away by Brown, and it comes right back. The shot coming from Figaro there, and it took a little bit of a deflection, but luckily it passed just to the outside of the post.
Well, I just wondered if I think that was Prince, the number 10. If it had gone in, would he have been a judge offside?
Yeah. Well, the ball played long, and
good goalkeeping again.
Yeah, Dalrymple. He's coming off his line very quickly, Brent, and I'm quite impressed. You know, we have seen Dalrymple before, and he's done very well over the season. And Trinity East have kept a couple clean sheets.
Because of him.
Because of him.
Well, we talked about, of course, the pace of the pitch, and it's critical that he is playing almost like a sweeper keeper. Of course, one sweeper keeper comes to mind. It's Manuel Noah, and he didn't have a good day today.
No, he didn't actually, but you can't really blame him for the goals.
No, not at all. Germany had their chances in the first half, and they didn't take it.
They certainly didn't. And when you don't take it, and the thing is, when you don't take your chances, you're 1-0 down, you're 1-0 up. You know, one little mistake and can hurt you. But here's Brown and Sween, still Sween, but it's won by Figaro. Gets it to Fostin. Fostin starts to come forward. That's good defending by Brown. But Prince picks it up, gets it to Barnwell. Barnwell playing it back to Prince. Prince now looking for some movement. Oh, he does well. Gets it to Barnwell. Barnwell. But the ball kicked off of Barnwell by Lewis, and it's going to be a throw for Samoa North.
He hasn't really put a foot wrong so far, has he, Lewis?
Yeah, he's done well. Of course, there are two Lewises in the back for Samoa North.
Yeah.
There's Desai and Joshua.
That man there, Desai, with the ball. Of course, in the first encounter, he did an extremely good job to keep Foston shackled.
Yes, he did. Well, here is Lewis. Gets it just to his left as that was to Jones. Jones playing it down the left-hand side, and Jones just coming back and regaining possession and ensuring that it went towards Guy. And now the other Lewis, Joshua Lewis, plays it out to Brown. That's really a naughty tackle, but he gets away with it because Samoa North have the advantage.
This is better, right? Well, commentators, because
yeah, but you know,
they string together at least 4 or 5 passes and they decided to go long.
The thing is, Brent, every time Lewis picks up the ball, he goes long, you know, and you know, that's, I suppose I don't know if that's the plan, but when he picks up that ball, he expects Noel to be making runs, and he's trying to hit it over the top. So that seems to be the game plan, because here's another one over the top, and Noel can't get it. Barnwell.
The problem with that, Colin, is when Noel eventually gets the ball, if he gets the ball, he has to face up against 4, maybe 5 yellow shirts. So to go long doesn't make much sense, does it really? Because you're going to be confronted by that sort of situation. You're a lot better building and progressing the team as you move along.
Well, it's been a lot of midfield play so far. No real chances created by either team. As this is Lewis coming forward with it, trying to get it to Noel, and not a good ball. It's picked up by Barnwell, but he loses out to Brown. And still Barnwell. This is a good run. He's holding off his opponent, and he can't keep it in. But you could see him holding off Mitchell, and in the end, it was a throw for Samoa North. So Samoa North has another throw. It's going to be Lewis, Desai Lewis with it. Sends it infield towards Mitchell. Back to Lewis. This is Mitchell playing it down the line.
He'll do well to keep that in.
Well, he
does very well.
Yeah. So the ball still not out. And Samoa North regain possession. This is SSFL. He loves that left foot. He decides to go wide towards Joseph. Joseph coming in field with it. Plays it to SSFL. This could be a chance for SSFL, but he has to turn back.
He's got to use the right foot, Colin.
He's not prepared to do that. Brent. And the ball headed into the arms of the goalkeeper, Dalrymple.
He has to use the right foot in that instance. He would have had the opportunity either to shot and goal or to play in Noel. Instead, he decides to try to go back on the left foot and into traffic. And, if there is an area that SSFL has to work on, is that he has to be a little bit better with the right foot. Good talent.
Well, the ball sent long forward and it's played out. It's going to be a corner, right-sided corner. Going across to take the corner, no doubt, will be SSFL, and he'll be looking to bend that ball into the goal with that left foot of his. So, for those of you following the World Cup, an update: Belgium just taking the lead against Canada by 1-0. I think Canada would start that game as underdogs to the Belgians, but we've been having so many upsets and strange results that certainly nobody seems to be an underdog again, Brent.
I think the factor of the timing of this World Cup, it's brought a lot of parity to it. Of course, the normal preparation that a national team would have leading into a World Cup is not there.
That's right.
So they're faced with very unfamiliar circumstances, and because of that, we are seeing a lot of the quote-unquote favored teams struggling to cope. Tell you what, I was really impressed by the performance by Saudi Arabia. Colin, it's just epitomizes everything that a World Cup should be about.
My only concern with them, is they're not a big goal scoring team.
No.
But defensively they seem to be well organized, and I think it's going to be life is going to be made difficult for. Here is Brown moving
Should have
through.
crossed it, Colin.
Yeah, I was about to say that life could be very difficult for Mexico and Poland in that group against them. And I'm not saying for one moment that Saudi Arabia are favourites to beat them, but I think they are going to be tough to beat.
Yeah.
Well, we see a player down. Let's see who that is. Is it Brown? I think it is Brown.
Yeah, it is Brown. I thought he should have played it in a bit earlier. Instead, he decided to put himself into traffic. And I think that's the storyline behind this game. It's been a huge slice of missed passes, of course, poor judgment, and of course, poor control. And it's summed up into this being a very drab final so far, despite the potential of both teams. And even here, the atmosphere in the ground, although the crowd is certainly building here at the Larry Gomes Stadium, have been very subdued.
No doubt. So the physio is on, getting treatment. So 30 minutes gone here at the Larry Gomes Stadium. It's Sawan North 0, Trinity College East 0. So goalless here at the moment between these teams. And we've not had really any goal mouth action to talk about. You can't say, Brent, that Trinity College missed chances, Sawan North missed chances. The goalkeepers, I remember one save from Haynes to a corner, and really Dalrymple, he's had a couple shots from SSFL that were off target.
Well, they haven't been able to progress past the middle of the park because of some of the reasons that we've just mentioned for both teams on the individual flair. In particular from this man, it's been very dominant. Even him with that errant pass, it's showing that he's human.
Prince is fighting for it, and he was leaning all over Lewis, and the referee has indicated it's going to be a free kick. So the free kick quickly taken and sent downfield. High looping ball. Figaro is there. He's going to play it back in field. Mitchell heading it wide, but it's picked up by Prince. And he's looking to play a 1-2 there with Frank Williams. And the ball came off of the defender, but they give it right back to Trinity East. This is Kroll looking to play that ball over onto the far side. Riley Hill is not going to get there. It's going to be a goal kick for Sawan North.
Just needed to be a bit flatter, the pass. It had a little bit too much curl into it. And that's where they struggled. Seems like we're lamenting a lot on the fact, but you just think that if that aspect of the game could be cleaned up, you'll probably see a lot better football game. It's just been really intrepid as we see the Tiger Tanks advertisement board trying to get onto the pitch.
It's very breezy, right?
Yeah, it is. We take a look at, of course, the patrons here at the Larry Gomes Stadium in Malabar, as they fill the stand slowly but surely. Of course, an early kickoff here at the stadium. Started at 3:30 and not the traditional 4 or 5 p.m. So, of course, the alma mater persons coming in.
Here is Sawan North looking to come forward with it. This is SSFL, but he is brought down. It's going to be a free kick for Sawan North. No doubt SSFL is going to look to go from here.
He's
got the power, Brent. He's got the accuracy as well.
Well, he had one a lot closer and he left it, so yeah. I'm not sure anymore.
Well, I think he's ruined that, so he's opting now to
take
go
control.
for goal.
Correct.
There's a 3-man wall in place, but it's a fair distance out. I don't think I would be disappointed if he was to beat Dalrymple from this distance, but we've seen stranger things. Here he goes. That's not a bad effort. Well. And Dalrymple was equal to it. He had to move swiftly to his left and he clawed it away. But that was an excellent free kick taken by SSFL from distance, and you just felt that that he couldn't beat him from that distance. He didn't, but he certainly made him save. Here's Lewis. Oh, that's not a good shot at all. He was looking for it, and eventually it came off the outside of his boot and went for a goal kick. But that's a great effort from SSFL. Brent, let's have a look.
Yeah, it certainly had the direction and trajectory on it. I think a bit more power would have been needed, Colin, but
it was curling away as well from the keeper, which made it even more difficult. But because it was hard for him to judge, wasn't it?
Yeah, but remember, we did mention, of course, the distance, and I think because of that, Dalrymple would have had that in sight for a very, very long time.
Well, there is another ball played forward by SSFL that really and truly, at the end of the day, was a poor ball. And they're just not weighing up their passes properly. But this is Joseph out on that far side, plays it in field to Jones, and again we see another pass going astray. So the passing in this East Zone final has not been good. Prince looking to play it forward, and every time you play this forward pass, it's just going way beyond the players, and eventually that is being played out by Providence. 35.5 minutes gone here. It's still goalless as the ball is thrown into Noel. Noel takes it nicely in his chest, plays it to Brown. Brown plays that ball over to the far side looking for Joseph, but it's picked up by SSFL. SSFL goes back to Guy to Joseph. Joseph turns with it, looking for some support, gets it from Guy going down that left side. He still Guy, and the ball coming off of Lewis, and it goes out for the ball coming off of Daniel, sorry, and it goes out for a left-sided corner, which Noel, no doubt, is going across to take it. There he is, trotting across to take the corner. So this one, unlike the ones he was kicking from the right side, this would be curling away from the goal, I would expect. So let's have a look at SSFL. Yes, it is, and the heads go up, and eventually it's put over the bar.
You know what, that was a chance.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, he reacted quicker than most there, Larry Noel. So we have another look at it. Outswinging corner there by SSFL. Heads go up. The ball eventually falls to Noel there. He stabs at it and puts it over the bar. Maybe just needed to lay more into the shot.
Well, he really wasn't in control, but here goes Foston, and in a foot race there with Lewis, and eventually
he's a lucky boy,
yeah.
Lewis. I was looking at his approach to the ball, and he was a very lackadaisical.
I don't think, Brent,
he knew he was there.
Yeah, he realized, it's only at the last minute, he realized Foston was coming up on him, and he had to take some quick, drastic action.
Could have easily been a penalty.
That's right. But here's Brown. Still Brown.
He's done well.
Plays a good ball, but he can't keep it in.
Yeah, but he gets the foul.
Yes, it's going to be a free kick for Juan North. So the free kick. SSFL again is there. Expect that he's going to look to put this ball somewhere in the box. But if I was them, I would play it short because there's nobody, and that goes straight into the arms of the goalkeeper. The thing was, Brent, everybody got back into the area, and they could have played it short, take it a little closer, and then play the cross ball. But here goes Trinity East, trying to come forward with it now. This is Hill, come over onto this left side, but it's picked up and played down by, this is Brown now. Brown getting it to Hill. Hill turns with it, plays it in field, but it's won back by Juan North. Mitchell playing it forward, And still, it's just no one in control at the moment, but turning nicely with it as Trinity East through Barnwell. He can't stop it, and Foston plays it up the line. That's a good ball. Barnwell sends it across, and a little bit of miscommunication there between Lois and goalkeeper Haynes, Brent, as the ball is now picked up by Foston, who is looking to have the shot, and eventually it's cleared away. So some pressure now being asserted on Sawa North. The ball goes out of play. It's going to be a throw for Sawa North.
Good challenge.
Well, here is, he goes down, and the referee is going to blow for a foul.
Well, the tempo is certainly starting to raise a bit, Colin.
Yeah, there's all of a sudden it's picked up. We see the referee having a little bit of a chat there with Frank Williams because he brought the player down. I think it's a Jones looking the player who has been brought down. So we're just coming up to 40 minutes. 5 minutes left in the first half, and whatever added on time the referee decides on.
Well, I expect some big halftime speeches by both managers.
Well, that's the interesting thing, Brent. You look at the game so far, and really and truly, it's been a lot of midfield play. They've been playing these long balls, aimless balls that have just been running off the field, and you wonder what sort of tactical approach the coaches will have at half-time.
Well, I think the first thing they'll tell them is to settle down. A lot of what is happening, it's really down to just poor approach, nothing tactical. I think both teams are set up the right way. They just haven't been clever in what they're doing.
Again, the ball looking to be played through. Yep.
And it doesn't matter what you do in terms of shifting players around and doing a different approach. It's unless you improve, of course, in the pass and the control, it don't matter what system you play.
That's right. Well, here is Lewis with the throw, looking to get it towards Noel, but it's picked up by the Fatima College students as they come forward with it. Sent upfield, but there was Mitchell going down, but the referees continuing play as this is Foston. This is trouble here. Foston has the shot, goes just wide. He was being forced a little bit wide, Brent, but again we see him in a tussle, gets the better of the defender, but he knew he couldn't cut inside because there was
Haynes, look at Haynes, the number 8 coming across there.
That's
of course, didn't allow him the opportunity to come in. He could have hit the target from there, done a little bit better.
Yeah, I thought he should have made the keeper save.
Yeah, but he didn't do it, and we're now seeing Foster now operating in a more central position. So that's certainly a tactical change, but as I said, it really needs the players to settle down a bit and of course work on the basics.
Yeah, certainly they need to work on the basics. But in the meantime, a player is being treated. Let's see who that is. The man being treated there, it looks to be the number 12 player, Mitchell. So he's being treated as play is about to resume. So nothing happening at this present time. Two players at the side, two Sawa North players at the side, just getting some treatment as play has restarted. It's very strange what's happening because Sawa North, about 2 or 3 players were at the side of the field just being treated and taking water, and play had restarted on the far side. Well, that's interesting.
Well, it really has been a bizarre half of football from a Sanborn North perspective. Nothing like what we've seen from them in the past. But again, they still 45 minutes, and I'm sure a coach of Jerry Moore's experience will fix that.
Well, the ball goes all the way back and then sent long downfield.
To no one in particular.
Yeah. It's picked up by, let's see, that is Mitchell going forward, looking to get it to Jones, but he loses out. And here comes Trinity College East, and that's a horrible ball. Well, Brent, how many times have we seen these passes straight down through the middle, going almost crazy, like if there's some sort of a problem when you're going forward after going to the movies.
So it's really been a poor half of football by both teams. Something that I'm extremely confident that both coaches will try to address.
Well, we are playing for just about, we have another 30 seconds before we have 45 minutes, and we understand there's going to be 1 minute of added on time. Certainly not like the World Cup, Brent, 14 minutes and 8 minutes and 7 minutes. And I understand FIFA is doing that to try to cut out the time-wasting tactics of teams.
But the substitutions.
Yep, and the substitution. But here's Prince, looking to play this ball towards Foston. Foston coming inside, gets it to Hill.
He's got to finish, Colin.
He needed to hit it with those laces, Brent.
Well, even the left foot.
Yeah, he went with the side of his foot. Never got the power. Got the accuracy, but certainly you don't expect to beat.
It was a chance.
Yeah, you don't beat the keeper of Haynes' ability with that type of shot, but the ball is played over onto the far side by Kroll, but it's intercepted. Joseph playing it towards Sween. Sween turns nicely with it, but the loose ball is going all the way down to Dalrymple. So we are into added on time. And no goals yet here. So it's another tight affair between these two teams. Remember when they met in the league, it was a 1-0 victory for Juan North, as Joseph picks it up, looking to come forward with it, and the ball comes off of Daniel. Cleared away by Figaro. Oh, that was Whiteman, sorry, clearing it away, but the loose ball sent over on the far side, looking for Brown. But we've just gone over the minute of added on time. Sent upfield. This is Foston. Out comes Haynes.
Good goalkeeping.
I would expect to hear the referee's whistle any time now. And there it is. It's the end of the first half here. An encounter in which both teams really never settled. We've seen both these teams in action before, and we've seen quality football from them. This final, we're not sure if it's the conditions of the pitch, but passes are going astray. Chances we've seen very few chances by both these teams, and really and truly, Brent, it has not been an exciting first half here. So at the end of the half, it's Juan North 0, Trinity College East 0. We're at the half here at the Larry Gold Stadium, and we're going to take a break and come back.
Hey everyone, I'm Tevin and I'm here to tell you two big things. The first thing is that Coca-Cola Intercol is back and we are ready to kick it off. Now even bigger news than that is that this year will be like no other, because you and your school team have a chance to win a set of special edition Coca-Cola Intercol football shirts. Now all you have to do is join us in creating #sustainable happiness throughout the competition.
joining me pitch side is assistant coach for Trinity College East, Keith Van Loo. Now, coach, thoughts on the first half so far?
Both sides having even possession, I would think. Equal opportunity in front of you.
Now, as we know, you guys are playing for everything. It is the East Zone final. Are you going to make any adjustments going into second half?
No, I think so far what we plan to do has been working. We just need to convert whatever the chances we get.
Thank you, coach. All the best in second half. That is assistant coach of Trinity College East, Keith Van Loo. Right now, we are going to be joined by assistant coach Richard Nikoto of Juan North. So, coach, no goals have been scored so far, but what is your assessment of the first half?
I think both teams have done their job tactically. It's a final and it's very much tight, but I think a set piece or a moment of brilliance will decide the match.
So what is your plan for the second half coming up right now?
I think we need to lift up our intensity in the game a bit more and play with a bit more purpose.
Thank you so much, coach. All the best in the next 45 minutes. That was Coach Richard Nikoto of Juan North Secondary. Right now, we're going to take a look at some of the match's highlights. So, Colin, Brent, over to you.
Okay, so we at the half, it's goalless between these two teams. Let's have a look at the highlights. The first real shot coming from SEEN, and then Foston was on a run. A really good run, looking to have the shot, never got over the ball. It went high over the bar, and then the corner. The heads go up and headed away, and then a shot coming from Figaro and going just wide. Then SEEN with another curling shot, and Dalrymple had to dive to his left and just push it away. Then the corner from SEEN. So it's been and over the bar. So it's been a lot more action from Juan North. But here goes Foston again. He has been the danger man, having a shot and going just wide. So really and truly, not much goal mouth action here between these two teams. Brent, let's have a look at the stats.
Well, a game that has been drab in terms of play. So 6 shots by Juan North Secondary, 2 of those shots on target, 7 shots by Trinity College East, 2 of those on target. A collective of 9 fouls, 2 from Juan North Secondary, 7 from Trinity College East. No cards in the game so far, despite the midfield battles that we saw. 0 offsides in both sets of teams' numbers. Of course, 6 corners collectively, 4 for Juan North Sec, 2 for Trinity College East. 4 saves altogether. They've split that 1-2 apiece, and in the possession, it's been 53% to Juan North Secondary and 47% to Trinity College East. A game that has lacked not much goal-scoring activity in it. But nevertheless, the scoreline has been 0-0.
Yeah, it's been 0-0, and really and truly, the stats, you look at those stats, Brent, possession 53-47, so you can tell it's a pretty even game at the moment between these two teams. And I don't know why, I just feel this it looks like a 1-goal game.
It possibly could be, but let's have a word with our host downstairs, Siobhan.
Well, folks, let's put some focus on some of the players of today's match. We would have passed by the training session and we would have caught up with Jardel Mitchell of Juan North and goalkeeper Brandon Dalrymple from Trinity College East.
My name is Jardel Mitchell. I'm 19 years of age. I play for Juan North Secondary School and I play the defensive midfield position. I'm currently in upper 6. I'm studying Caribbean Studies, Digital Media, Accounting, and Entrepreneurship. I chose the game of football because of my father. It was a game he also played. I have played football for almost my entire life. I play for Caledonia EIA. I have been playing for them my whole playing career. It's really stressful playing with the school team because you have a lot of high expectations from supporters, and it's been really great such a. One of my major accomplishments was when I gained man of the match against Mokorapo East, and I would like to accomplish winning the East Zone title and the Intercol, the national Intercol title.
Hi, my name is Brandon Dalrymple. I'm 18. I go to Trinity College East, Upper 6. I am currently the goalkeeper for Trinity College East Blue Hawks. Growing up, I really haven't accomplished much in my football career. That's why I really want to win this Intercol season. I want to leave a legacy for the younger ones, and I also want to prove to myself that all the hard work I did would mean something to myself and to my school. I want to prove to myself that I could go further and I could achieve better. So over this vacation, I went abroad actually to play football, and I spoke to MLS keepers and I trained with them, and they all told me I really have the talent, I have the physical ability. I just need to work on key things to up my game. And that's again why I'm in training and working hard, because I want to get better. I want to go further. I want to fix myself to achieve something big. If my talent carries me further, I will pursue football because I love the sport. I stay to the sport, I stick to the sport. The sport is what I love. When we played against QRC, I would say that was our most memorable time. And in that game, I made a wonderful save, a beautiful save. But that game, the entire team played together, played as one, and we really showed what Trinity College East could do on a field.
Joining me pitch side from the stands is Chris. Joining me from the stands is Chris, and in case you didn't realize, he's repping for Juan North, so welcome, Chris.
Sour all the way, sour all the way.
So before we get into today's match, who are you backing for World Cup? Who are your favorite teams?
Germany. Unfortunately, I lose today, but I'm a German fan all the way.
Yeah, the Japanese came out for you guys.
Yeah, it was a little off, but we'll bounce back. We have 2 games.
So I was now going to ask, who are your favorite players, and I guess what is the next game?
And he didn't play today, so that's why we went down too.
That's why. Okay.
You know.
And what is the next game you're really looking forward to?
Well, Spain. We had to do it to Spain on Sunday, in order to have a chance.
Okay, so Chris, we'll see if it is someone, managed to be triumphant today, or if Trinity East will, take home the trophy. We'll see. But thank you so much, Chris. Right now, we get ready for second half action. But before we do, we're going to give you guys this feature coming out from the Coca-Cola's Sustainable Happiness Campaign.
So here's how we use recycled plastic bottles to make our special edition Coca-Cola Intercol football jerseys. First of all, the plastic bottles are collected and packed at the recycling center before being shipped to the processing factory. Next, the plastic bottles are melted into white round balls. These plastic balls are then crushed and spun through a nozzle that creates yarn. The yarns are used to weave a polyester fabric. Finally, that fabric is used to make our special edition Coca-Cola Intercol jerseys that you and your school could win. So get collecting those plastic bottles and bring them to the Every Bottle Back Center at Charlotte Street in Port of Spain, so you and your school can help create #Sustainable Happiness.
Welcome back to a very sunny Larry Gomes Stadium here in Malabar, and it's goalless at the half between Juan North and Trinity College East, and both the sets of teams are already out in the middle. The officials are making their way out to the middle as well. So we should be getting the second half action underway very, very shortly indeed. But the thing is, at this point in time, Brent, based on that first half, it was a first half that was not really all that exciting. A lot of misplaced passes, and let's hope that we get a better showing, because both these teams are a better team than what we have seen.
Yeah, and of course you mentioned the fact about the playing surfaces, but we've already said that they've played an entire half of football, and so they should have been able now to recognize the type of field that they're playing on. And it's so important, of course, as we see a change being made here by Juan North.
Yeah, it seems to be Thomas, isn't it?
Thomas is in, and he looks like he replaces
Brown,
yeah.
Yep. So
who was struggling a bit. Brown, I think he got a bit of a knock. But going into this half, I'm pretty sure that both halftime speeches were quite similar, and it would go down to, of course, a better account for themselves in the way they possess the ball, in the way, of course, they pass the ball, they control the ball, and their decision making.
Well, here is Juan North playing that ball over to the man who just came on as a substitute and never reached him, but Prince gets it to Frank Williams. Back to Prince. Prince on the attack here, looking to have a go, and really at the end of it, you could see him looking to have a go, looked up, but he must have just been hustled into that shot, and really and truly never went anywhere. But here goes Thomas over on that far side, plays a good ball infield to Jones. Jones looking to find Noel, but it's cleared away. Prince getting it to Hill. Hill is going to play it wide out towards Foston. Foston being harassed at the moment, and eventually Guy gets it to come off of Foston, and it's going to be a throw for Trinity College East. So this is Daniel with the throw, sends it downfield, but looking for Foston, but winning it is Mitchell. Figaro does very well, but runs into two players, and eventually the ball is played down to Foston. Foston, he just waited that split second, allowing Lewis to get at him. He turns with it again and then kicks it off of Lewis. He's done the second best thing. I thought, Brent, when he picked it up, he should have gone, but he held back, and just that split second gave Lewis the opportunity to come back and tackle. Yeah, and he's quite good at that. He's quite good, of course, as we see confirmation of the substitution. Thomas in, and Christian Brown is off. Yep. But he's quite good at, of course, recovering, Lewis. He's very athletic. Oh, yeah. He's probably... no-nonsense kind of defender. Yeah, he's their top defender, isn't he? Yeah. Well, it's going to be a right-sided corner with the left foot for Trinity College East. So I would expect this one to be curling and swirling all over the place, but the keeper does well. It hung in there. The thing is, it hung in there, and no one really attacked it. But the ball sent towards this near side. Barnwell, who had come over to take the corner. That's a bad miss there. Yeah, because he had runners on both right and left. But here's Noel. He has a runner. This is Thomas. Can he finish? He has a shot over the bar. But he never really got over that ball, Brent. You could see him standing up and sort of leaning back and hitting it. But that was a very good chance created by Noel. Well, Noel slides the ball out there to Thomas, whose first touch is not the best. And the shot probably even worse. No real conviction in it there. Never looked confident in, of course, collecting and having a proper strike and goal, and eventually blasted it over the bar. But that's a good look for San Manot. The game already has picked up a bit in tempo. Yeah, that's right. And you just wonder if we're going to be presented with a lot better second half. Well, here is Lewis getting that ball forward. In a real tussle is Jones, but still Trinity's come away with it. Figaro. Foston turns his man well. and then chips it. I think he was looking to chip it.
Oh my!
And Prince can't finish. Well, the ball, I think Haynes took his eye off. It was a comfortable take. He took his eye off of it, and Prince, following up, just couldn't get over the ball.
I tell you what, this was an opportunity. It was a long looping one. Haynes never collected it well. And there was Prince. Just needed a lot better connection. A little bit, of course, well, just needed to be a little bit more humble in his approach. I'm not sure why he snapped at it like that. He could have touched it away from the goalkeeper, then place it in.
Well, Joseph.
That was a chance, Colin.
That certainly was. But here is Trinity East. Frank Williams trying to play it to Foston. The loose ball is picked up by Daniel. Chipping it forward for Foston. Confronted by Guy. He comes in field. Dancing with it is Foston, but plays it back towards Daniel. Daniel trying to get it to Hill, and Lewis does well, but it's won by Foston. He's kept it in, and is he brought down? Yes, he is. Let's see what is the referee is going to do. He's reaching into his pocket.
Yeah, rightfully so. Brown knew exactly what he was doing.
Yes. In fact, it was Mitchell. Yeah.
Yeah, knows exactly.
So he's got the first yellow card of the game.
So I'll see another look at it. Good bit of skill there by Foston. Eventually being impeded there by Mitchell.
So it is Foston is over the free kick together with Daniel.
Now you wonder if he's going to have a crack on goal here. Tell you what, it is an extremely difficult angle, and it does have its distance.
Well, Daniel is going to take it because Foston is walking away. So here's Daniel.
Well, he's broken the wall. You can't do that.
You can't do that. That's going to be
a card.
Yeah. Let's see what the referee is going to do.
Well, it wasn't even close. he's very fortunate not to get booked.
He's just having a word with him.
Yeah, it is an automatic card when you do that.
Yes.
He gets
so he now gets the yellow card. SSFL.
Well, I'm not sure why he did it, because it's a very straightforward rule.
But you know you can't do it, and I don't know why he attacked the ball. So I think they've taken the free kick a little closer.
Yeah, that's correct.
So Daniel is over the ball.
Well, one thing we know, he is going to go for goal.
Yeah. Well, who knows? Maybe now the angle may not be the same, but it is. And it's even closer. Here he is. He does go for goal, and poor, really and truly. High over the bar, never really got over it.
And I don't understand why attempt it, because it's a very difficult skill. As much as I encourage young players to express themselves, that was beyond difficult to try and attempt. The outside of the right foot. My question, Colin, is how many times he's done that in practice and scored?
Well, that's the thing. Because I'm sure these players practice these things, Brent.
Oh, we hope so.
Well, this is SSFL, runs straight into the defender. Noel has the shot on the turn, but going just wide. It was always going wide. He hit it with that left foot, and it was always coming off the boot, curling away. So it's going to be a goal kick. Figaro playing it infield towards that is Frank Williams playing that ball over onto the far side, but it rebounds and goes to the goalkeeper. So
well, I'm looking at Trinity College East formation. They've changed tactically, and it looks like of course they're pushing more numbers forward. It looks like a 4-3-3 now.
Yeah,
because Riley Hill is playing in the focal position.
Yeah, and Foston has come out to the right, wide on the right, and Prince has gone wide on the left. But here's the ball sent through.
That's a good ball.
Prince is not going to get there though before the keeper, and again didn't
Tell you
hold
what,
on to
Colin, my heart dropped.
he didn't hold on to that cleanly, did he? Oh my word, I think he was looking at the forward, looking at the ball at the same time.
Looking at the line to make sure he was in the box.
So he had 3 things to worry about.
And then he had me worried.
But it ended well for him, and it's still goalless. As this is Mitchell getting it to Thomas. Thomas playing that ball forward to Jones, and his cross is not a good one, and it goes out. It's going to be a goal kick for Trinity College East. A long ball for Hill to chase, and still Hill doing well. Does very well and looks to play Foston in, but eventually it comes to this is Foston trying to turn Guy, but that's a good bit of defending.
And I think the idea to have Hill up top is really to, of course, impose a bit of physicality into it. He's certainly now putting himself about and making it quite difficult for both Haynes and Lewis back there, who in the first half dominated physically.
That's right, and he's a tall guy, isn't he?
He's a focal point.
Yeah. So very interesting move. So here is a long ball played up towards Noel. Does well, goes by his man and slips in the process. So it's picked up here by Trinity College East. Goes wide to Foston. Foston looking to turn Guy. Still, real tussle here between Foston and Guy. He's actually won. He's won the throw. No.
Yeah, Guy's done well.
The referee has decided it goes the other way.
Well, interestingly enough, Foston has now picked up, occupation on this side. He didn't get much change out of Desai Lewis, so he's come to try his luck with, of course, Guy.
The rebound goes to Noel. This could be problems. Oh, he's pushed it too far. I was about to say he seemed to be away here, and it's going to be a left-sided corner. Seems that Noel is going to have a change of boots, is he?
Yeah, well, as I said, I walked out onto the pitch, Colin, and despite it looking lush and green, it's still moist. It's not moist enough for it to be slushy, but it's moist enough to see players, of course, slip over. And we've seen, of course, Noel on a couple occasions now lose his foot.
Slipping, that's right. So immediately, and that's good, Brent, on his part, because he realizes that the boots he has, he was slipping all over the place and immediately called for a change. That's good. So here is Juan North coming forward through Lewis, and eventually it's played in field, but it's cleared away, goes straight back towards Lewis, or this is Thomas, sorry, and he's trying to control it, and he's turning nicely with it.
I thought he was fouled.
Yes, looked to be pushed, and the ball played towards Prince. He's not going to get there before Haynes, and it's going to be a throw for Trinity College East. 10 minutes gone so far in the second half. No goals yet. Last time in the semi-finals, we went to penalty kicks between Arima North and Juan North. Could we be heading for penalty kicks again in the final? Juan North coming forward with it. This is Jones looking to get Thomas going.
Yeah, Noel went too early, Colin, and
that's right.
He wasn't able to pass it.
Yeah, Jones realized that actually, and he stopped because you could see him was going to play the ball through and realized that Noel had gone quickly. He held it and then tried to play Thomas in. But it just hasn't worked out for them.
So I think Noel could have played it probably a bit faster. Jones, could have played it a bit faster. Because one thing we know is that Noel's quite good at those sorts of circumstances.
So here is Juan North on the attack again as this ball goes wide. That was Desai Lewis trying to get it into Thomas, and eventually it goes out of play, and it's going to be a throw for Trinity College East. So the drums beat away here at the Larry Gomes Stadium, trying to lift these players to get something going, to get a goal at least here in this East Zone final. And as I keep saying, the last time these two teams met, it was just with the one goal in it. And who knows, could very well be this, a one goal to decide the game here today. This is Foston coming in field with it. But it's a throw. So the throw is going to be taken. It looks to be Daniel taking the throw. And the ball comes off. Foston, I think there was a deflection on that. Yes, he's won himself a corner, yeah. So coming up to 1 hour here, just about 1 hour of this game, and yet we've not seen a goal. I really thought today, Brett, we'd have had a couple goals in this game. But you know, you're looking at Trinity College East over the season. They've not conceded many.
And they haven't scored many.
No, that's right.
So I think it's fair to say...
So it's fair to say goalless is a pretty decent result at the moment.
At the moment.
Well, it's a right-sided corner. Barnwell has come to take it with that left foot as his. Sends it towards us, though it swings over the top of the net. One or two of the fans may have thought that would crept into the net. So not a great corner from Barnwell, hitting it too close.
Yeah, wasted opportunity. Long probing ball there again.
So this is Figaro. Gets it to Prince. Going back towards Barnwell. And they give it away to Thomas, and he in turn
gives it away.
Gives it away. So it's going to be a throw. He's giving it away to Providence, but Providence clearance wasn't a good one. And Noel just trying to play it back to Thomas. And the man goes down. It's going to be a free kick for Trinity College East. Not a big crowd here, but
it's
I
building.
Would say, yeah, it's building nicely.
Building.
It's not a bad crowd.
Yeah.
And when you think about it as well, Brent, you've got World Cup action, which started at 3 o'clock.
And this was an early start.
Yep. So Belgium against Canada. I think at halftime it was 1-0 with Belgium leading. It's still 1-0. It's halftime now. Or is it? Or is it full time?
It's at the 90th minute.
90th. So you have to say Canada haven't done badly. Our CONCACAF neighbors, they've been holding on, trying to maybe just, and you see
salvage
again,
some pride after Costa Rica.
Oh my word. You see, and you again, Brent, that 1 goal lead, just one mistake and it's back to 1-1.
Yeah.
So the player down, let's see. Looks to be Guy, I think, the player down. I'm just checking it. So there is a little bit of a collision. And let's see, the man down. It's not Guy. Just trying to make out who it is. It's Lewis. Yes, it is Joshua Lewis, the player down. So he's come off. He's got the treatment, but he's off, and he'll have to wait the referee's permission before he gets back onto the field. So the throw is going to be taken by Daniel. Sends it in field towards Hill, but it's won back here by Jones. Sends a long ball forward. Actually, it looked to be this is Jones now, so it looked to be Sween who played that long ball forward. And It's going to be a right-sided corner this time for Sawa North. So a long ball played for Jones to run onto, and it went out, and it's going to be a corner. But before that corner is taken, I think a player is down again for Trinity College East. Just now it was a player down for Sawa North. This time it's for Trinity College East. The physio is going onto the field. But he is up and he looks to be all right. Looks to be Providence, the player that had gone down, the skipper. So SSFL is going to take the corner on the far side, a right-sided corner. Let's see if he can make this count. The corner goes to the far post, and here coming in at that far post was Lois, and I thought maybe Brent, he should have tried to head it back across the
Anything
goal.
with his head would have been fine.
Well, he went with his foot, and that ball was always dropping, and now he's cramping up.
Well, anything with the head would have been a better option than what he tried to do. Just don't know why he would try to use his foot. It just needed a solid connection with the head. The ball was put across with quite a fair deal of pace, and he just needed to get his head on it. And of course,
the thing is, as well, Brent, he's a defender. You would have expected he's come up there to use his head.
Well, the ball is coming across here, and he just needed to meet it. Yeah, of course, your head would have been, as a defender, you're right, a better option, but again,
well, just the wrong option. So 65 minutes have gone here. We still await the first goal. We could be heading for penalty kicks. Long ball played forward. Hill giving chase. And eventually Jones gets there before him. Plays it out, and it's going to be a throw for Trinity College East. Daniel with the throw. Sends it in field. A little bit of pushing, but the referee says play on. And it goes, this is SSFL pushing that ball. And
it was the right idea,
yep.
Colin. It's just
he couldn't keep it in.
Keep it in, yeah.
So the ball thrown infield as...
Well, they're down to 10 men, Sawa North. Of course, Lewis off the pitch,
yep,
receiving treatment.
So this is Hill trying to keep it in. He couldn't. That's not Hill. That's Barnwell trying to keep it in. He couldn't. And it's going to be a throw for Sawa North.
Well, the tempo has improved, Colin, but the quality hasn't.
No, it hasn't.
We've seen a lot of errant passes, and again, right on cue.
Well, again, another poor pass, and looking to get Foston going, but hit a little too straight, and the goalkeeper comes out and claims it. Haynes with a long kick downfield. Figaro cushions that ball towards Hill, and again Hill turning and just playing it blindly, hoping that Foston would be making a run, and he was not. So the ball played upfield, and again this is Sawa North. Mitchell on the go, playing it towards SSFL. They give it back to SSFL, and SSFL is brought down. It's going to be a free kick for Sawa North.
Let's have another look at it. It's late with the challenge.
I don't think it was malicious, but no. He was just late with that challenge, and it's going to be a free kick. Well, we've seen SSFL go to goal from these distances, so I wouldn't be surprised if he does. So here is SSFL. This time he doesn't. He plays it in field, and it's headed over the bar.
Just about.
Yes. I think there were a few worried faces, including Dalrymple, because he wasn't just allowing it to go over. He was running after it to making sure it was going over. So very interesting. Wales against Iran. Is that game tomorrow, I think?
It's the 25th.
The 25th.
And
very young Wales.
Caleb Wales
makes
his debut.
Yep, assistant referee in the World Cup. That's wonderful news.
for Trinidad and Tobago.
Yep, we are represented, Brent, at the 2022 World Cup.
Yeah, we are. And it's really a testament to the young man who's done exceedingly well here in Trinidad and Tobago. And there is a batch of young referees coming through.
Well, here is the free kick, goes over to the far post. The heads go up, headed away by Prince. And Hill running the ball down, but SSFL gets there first, plays it back. This is Lewis. Lewis misses it, and away goes Foston. This is Foston. My word, is he brought down? Still Foston. That's a goal! A mistake here by Lewis, and Foston, of all people, to capitalize on this was Foston. Now he's going to get a yellow card. A number of them, Brent, can get yellow cards here, because I think about 4 of the Trinity East players, they've taken off their shirts. The referee, he is looking to see which ones. Foston is one, I'm sure. I don't even know if he can find his shirt.
Well, here it is again, a mistake by Lewis. Foston allowed in. Foul there by Lewis. Lucky man, Lewis that is, because he could have been red carded for that. Foston carried on and puts it past, of course, the stranded Haynes on the line. Lewis, a man who has played most of his time at San Juan North error-free, today may have produced an error that may cost San Juan North the title. And of course the celebration by Foston, that's probably going to put him in the...
No, it's earned him a red card. I'm sorry, a yellow card. Foston has got a yellow card already. I think the 4th official is pointing out another player who took his shirt off.
That would have been Hill.
Yeah, let's see. The referee is walking across. Yes, it's Hill. I think he's going to get a yellow.
I'm not sure why. I really don't understand why take it. You know you're going to get booked for it. Why
Brent,
do it?
No, but Brent, you know, I can forgive the players. I think the excitement, well,
there's so many other celebrations.
Yeah, but have you
ever seen the stir-fry dance?
The what? The what?
The
Sorry?
stir-fry.
No, I haven't seen that one. You'll have to demonstrate it a day.
I'll try. I won't.
Yeah,
I won't. I still value my knee.
Listen, you see it in the Premiership. You see it with international players, and you know, I just think just the whole euphoria of the moment, because let's face it, this game should come to life now, but Trinity College East, we all said that they were underdogs. I said to you that I think this Trinity College East team is going to give these guys a fight, and boy, have they fought.
Yeah, they have fought, and coupled with the fact that San Juan North has chosen today to probably be their worst, 75 plus minutes of football so far. There's still a lot of time though.
Oh yeah.
And you just wonder if this goal is going to spark San Juan North into
some action.
It must be noted that Lewis, before the goal, came off the field for treatment.
Well, he's getting treatment again as that ball is played beyond Jones, and it's going to be a throw for Trinity College East.
They're going to have to go for it, San Juan North. They've not played well. And of course, credit to Trinity College East, who's not made it easy for them. But there's still a lot of time left.
So there is confirmation of the booking for Jaheim Foston, yellow card. So the throw is going to be taken by Daniel. Let's see. Looks to be a foul throw to me. And yes, it is. So the throw is going to be taken now and set back to Guy from Joseph. Goes all the way back towards Mitchell. He sends a very good ball to Thomas. This is danger. Oh, he chose the wrong option. Thomas.
Well, that's the second time Colin needs cutting that ball in on his right foot. And then possibly even his third time and blasted it over the bar.
Yeah. Well,
just not sure why. You're right, he had options, which was sliding the ball across, but he didn't do it.
It was really a good ball to him, and you would have thought that he would have done better with it, but I think he looked for the shot, and but he was never really in control. But here's Guy playing that ball over,
yeah, that's poor.
And it goes out of play, and it's going to be a goal kick for
they were
Trinity
just
College
started
East.
to turn the screws, San North, and then of course that happens, and it's been that type of game for them so far. It just hasn't went well for them, and I just wonder if they're going to start throwing caution to the wind.
So just about 16 and a half minutes left in this game for San North to get back into it. They'll have to come from behind. And against Arima North in the semi-finals, they were ahead, and twice Arima North came from behind. So it's going to be a free kick, as a foul committed there on the San North player who is down. It is Lewis.
He's been to the
yeah,
wars
he's been in the wars, hasn't he?
I said a very solid defender.
Yep.
It's hard to pinpoint him putting a foot wrong, of course.
See,
and the only one that comes at the biggest moment.
That mistake he made, and of all people, you made that mistake and you let Foston in.
Yeah.
That's not the kind of mistake you would want to have to give Foston the chance. But here's Barnwell, plays it to Prince, but big boot coming up. The boot coming up there from, looks to be...
I just feel, Colin, that this game has still another twist or turn in it.
Yep.
I don't think San North is going to go out this easily without a fight.
Well, Riley Hill is down, and it could be very well from that when he tried to go into a clash there with Haynes, and Haynes was booting the ball up, Black Haynes, and may have just caught Hill, and he is down. So 75 minutes gone here, 15 minutes left. San North, they trail Trinity College East by 1-0. This is the Coca-Cola East Zone Intercol final. The winner of this will meet Fatima College, and the coach has been saying he wants to meet his alma mater because he is a product of Fatima College. So the Hill is back up, but he's got to come off the field. So let's... the ball is with Dalrymple at the moment, as Hill has come off and is asking to come back on now. So the ball is with Dalrymple. The referee just goes to bounce it. So Dalrymple gets hold of it, picks it up. No doubt he's going to hit it long. Not such a great kick, but it goes towards the half line. And Daniel sending it downfield, but not able to keep it in. And the throw is going to be taken by Guy, gets it in field. Ball played all the way back towards Haynes. Haynes playing it towards Black Haynes. And Haynes, long ball forward. And Providence is there, heads it forward. But it's picked up by Sween. Looking to have a crack. Was always under pressure. Couldn't really get that shot away as he would have liked. As San North desperate now to get back into this game and at least force this game into penalty kicks, as Dalrymple kicks it long, not a great kick, and San North looking to come forward again, but they give it away to Figaro. Figaro hits it long. Giving chase is Frank Williams, and it's going to be a throw for Trinity College East. Taking his time, going to take the throw is Daniel, Josiah Daniel. We see San North making a substitution. The man coming off is the number 11, Joseph. And we'll give you a moment, we'll tell you in a moment who the man coming on for Joseph is. So it's Dankler. So Dankler coming on for Joseph. As a throw for Daniel. So here's the throw from Daniel, goes to Hill. Ball played back to Daniel. This is Hill now in possession. Tries to flick it inside towards Frank Williams. And that's going to be a foul committed by Hill, as his foot was raised a little too high, and Jones the recipient of that foul. See Trinity College East now looking to make a substitution.
Well, I tell you what, and if Hill would have found himself in a lot deeper trouble, he would have been a problem, because remember, he would have been booked for taking his top off.
That's right.
Goes back to my point.
Well, here is the ball played in the center circle. Played out wide, trying to find Thomas, but Barnwell is there. He does very well. Plays that ball down the line, trying to get Prince going. It goes all the way through to goalkeeper Haynes. He sends a good ball upfield, but it's one back here. Oh, this is good skill by Foston. Oh, this is good. This is excellent. Foston on the go, and he still has got possession close to the corner flag. And in the end, showboating a little bit, Brent, I thought.
It's too early.
Yeah,
way too early for that.
He had when he got past the second player.
Continue going with pace.
That's right. So the shot comes and goes just wide. It really depends on if anything happened there and the next few minutes, but I mean, as it is, it looks like Frosting. Actually, no. The red ball comes down there, right? Yeah. So it's going to be a goal kick for Juan North. We see a substitution. Hill is coming off, and the man going on is John Michael Romero. So Romero on for Hill. That's
a poor touch.
That's good keeping from Dalrymple. So the ball thrown in field. Lewis playing that forward towards Sween. Sween being confronted by two players, and then it's hit long. And it's going to go out for a throw for Juan North. Let's have a look, Brent, at the SportsMax app moment. And it's only one moment, really, isn't it?
It's the goal by Foston. If you don't succeed at the first time, you try and try again, despite, of course, being impeded there by Lewis. Foston gets up and slots the ball into the back of the net.
Well, here is the ball sent forward. And, well, a total miskick there by Dalrymple, but that was your SportsMax app moment, and certainly a moment so far to treasure in this game for Trinity College East. They have never won the East Zone Intercol crown. So they are just about 7.5 minutes away. Well, the ball has gone out of play. No, it hasn't. Well, I'm not sure what happened there.
Well, it never went out.
Yeah.
And I wasn't sure why.
You played to the whistle, Brent.
Yeah.
That's the first rule when you play football. You're taught play to the whistle.
How costly can this be?
Yep. So our left-sided corner, Sween is going to take it. Tell you what, if this scores, they'll be hurting. And it goes all the way out now for a throw. Sween quickly throwing it infield. For all the good Juan North has done, Brent, if they don't get into that final, and this is going to be a card, Daniel is going to get a yellow card. Josiah Daniel. Tell you, if they don't get into the final, Brent, you'll have to say that they haven't had a great season for all the good work they've done. Top in Group A, and then
undefeated.
Undefeated
in the group,
and then losing in the semi-final of the league, and now getting to the final of the East Zone, the Coca-Cola East Zone Intercol. And if they lose here, it really would not be a great season for them. But here's SSFL with the free kick.
Good ball. That's a good ball.
Headed away. It goes to Jones. And he is brought down. No. And the shot coming. And then, oh, it goes wide. It took a deflection. The shot went to Noel. Noel deflected it, but away from the keeper. And it goes outside for a goal kick. But that would have been cruel luck.
Well, I'm looking at Forston now, going back to play defense, and that's not a wise move. It's not. As we have another look at it there, I thought Jones would have taken it. It eventually falls to Lewis. Gets a deflection on there, a heavy one by Noel. Tries to turn it goalward.
Yeah, I can't understand if Forston has gone back to main defense.
No sense, Colin.
It absolutely makes no sense.
You're bringing pressure onto your team.
That's right.
He will be better served as a pressure reliever.
That's right. Let him go forward. He's been playing up front all the time. Why would you go back in the defense? And there he wins.
Why.
Well, I suppose he wins the ball. And now the ball sent downfield. Prince is going to give chase. No, he's giving up the goals.
This is where he's missed.
Yep.
Because that's where you need him.
That's right. And the player is down at the moment. Who is that? Is that SSFL? Yeah. Yes, he's really holding on to his ankle. Or no, just the boot. I would say maybe he's the sole of his foot may have been stepped on. There is the coach. He said to me, Brent, before the start of the game, I said good luck, and he said to me that he wants to meet Fatima, his old alma mater.
Well,
there is the free kick.
It's a crunching tackle there by
Forston.
Forston in the defense. May have won that one, but again, I still think he's better served relieving the pressure.
That's right. Get him up. Because I tell you what, San North, they're going to be pushing up, looking for the equalizer. If you got Forston playing up front and you get the counter, that could certainly present problems for the Trinity College defense. So we are 4 minutes away, plus added on time, from Trinity College East to be crowned champion.
This is where he's needed, Colin.
That's right. Well, that's a poor ball there from, let's see, the man who came on as a substitute, Dan Clark, was it? Or Romero.
Oh, I tell you what.
Here comes Noel, and it goes just wide.
I tell you what, Colin, if he had, of course, gone to the ground with the initial challenge, it may have been a penalty kick.
Yeah, it wasn't Noel, actually.
It was the man that's come on, Dan Clark.
Dan Clark, yeah.
Well, he was challenged there by Whiteman at the back. And he just wondered if he'd hit the surface, if it would have been a penalty kick.
Yep.
But it's still
correct. So that was Dan Clark getting away, having the shot. Thought it was Noel. Noel would have been more deadly.
Yeah.
But the ball sent downfield. And trying to win it there is Prince. Or actually, that was not Prince. That was, let's see, man who came on as a substitute, it looked like. So the free kick is going to be taken by Lewis. No doubt he's going to send it into the area. The heads go up, and it's picked up here by Noel turning with it.
Well defended.
And it cleared downfield, but it goes right back in the heart of the defense. And this is...
That's a good ball.
Good ball from Mitchell. Goes wide to Thomas. Getting some support. It goes all the way back to Lewis. Lewis sends it into the box. Cleared away again. And Trinity College is fighting on now. Here. Yep, they're fighting for the 1-goal lead that they have. This is Guy coming forward with it. Gets it there, looking for SSFL. And SSFL doesn't go over, but he turns with it again. And he's coming, running at and he's fouled.
That's a foul.
So they've got a free kick. We have 2 minutes left, unadded on time. Trinity College East, they are leading by 1-0. Here goes SSFL. Cracks it. It goes wide. They're too far out, Brent.
It's
really
at best,
hit and hope.
Yeah. And you just wonder, Colin, we've seen now an upsurge from Juan North. Where was this for the entire game? This is what it needed for the majority of the game, and they didn't do it. And that's why they found themselves a goal down.
Well, the ball goes out of play. Guy is going to take the throw. Gets it to goalkeeper Haynes.
It's got to get it forward, Colin.
Long ball. Oh, that's a poor ball.
Poor.
It's not going to... Oh, it's kept in as well. And this is Prince. Can't get control of it. And it's Mitchell looking to come forward with it. It's played back towards Foston. He's a central defender now, Brent.
Yeah, he's going back there, but again, it's not helping because the pressure keeps coming back.
That's right. So this ball played by SSFL up the line for Jones. Jones being confronted. He gets by his man. Does well. Gets by the second. And eventually it's cleared away by Dankler. And it's going to be a corner.
They're really turning the screws now.
30 seconds to go. And added on time. SSFL is come over to take the corner. There are the Trinity East supporters as SSFL goes deep to the far post. And Lewis heads it back. And eventually the ball goes. This is a scramble. Real pinball going on there. And eventually it's scrambled away.
I forced it again.
We are into the 3 minutes of added on time.
Oh boy.
Can Trinity East hold on and win the east zone of the Intercol? This is Thomas going up that right side, but Barnwell is there. Bangs it downfield. Look at where Haynes is. He traps it. Gives it to Lewis. No doubt it's going to come right back. But he decides to go wide. Gets it towards Jones. He's coming in field with it. Looking to play it towards Noel. It's sent downfield. Haynes is going to give it right back to Lewis. And he, no doubt, is going to send it.
Got to go with it long.
Yep, this time he's going straight to the heart of the defense. Dalrymple comes. He can't hold on to it.
I just didn't know why. I don't understand why he came.
Yep. Well, he's got to get up because the referee hasn't seen and play is going on. And here is the cross ball. Headed away. Prince is there, but not before SSFL. And Prince, he's doing well. The keeper is way out. He hasn't seen that. As a matter of fact, making that run, going down the right side. This is Figaro. He's cutting in field with it. Oh, that's it. Good defensive work from Guy. But Figaro turns him. Figaro, he plays it straight across the goal. Prince was just outside the 6-yard box. You had to think, Brent, he could have done better.
Yeah, he could have done better then, and maybe if Foston was in that position, he would have gotten there.
Well, the ball is coming to goalkeeper Dalrymple, and he goes down on the ground. Holds on to it. He's got to be careful. Yes, yeah, he's injured. We've got 1 minute left of added on time, and now we're going to have some more added on time to the 1 minute of added on time that we have left. So the goalkeeper is down at the moment. Brandon Dalrymple, he's done well. So the physio has gone out. In the meantime, they're making a substitution. They're taking off a defender. I'm a little surprised. Daniel is coming off unless he is feeling a little bit of a knock. And number 21, Caraby, is on. So Caraby is on for Daniel. And we see another substitution. Let's see. It looks as 17 is the man coming on. So the substitution, we have played the 3 minutes of added on time. we'll have to wait and see how much more added on time the referee is going to allow. So Dalrymple sends it wide. It comes right back up to the heart of the defense. This is Providence. So Chase Charles coming on for Haynes. It's going to be a goal kick, is it? No, a throw. The ball comes, and this time it's going to be a goal kick.
That sums up San Juan North's performance today, Colin.
It certainly has.
It's really been disappointing, and you harped on the fact that they may look at it as a disappointing season because they promised so much. Of course, they were the opening game of this season's SSFL against Queen's Royal College, where they handsomely beat the Royalians, and you thought then, Colin, that they can go on to greater things.
Well, here is Trinity East. We're playing now a minute over the added on time. It's sent upfield. Barnwell can't control it. Sween is there. He's brought down. Now this is a dangerous position, because no doubt Sween is going to go to goal from here.
Well, I'll go back to the first kick of the game.
Yeah,
where it was a lot closer, and he should have gone for that one.
Well, what a hero he will be if he was to score this. We are 1 minute and 30 seconds over the added on time. Sween lines up the ball. There is a four-man wall for Trinity College East.
I think, Colin, if he hits the target here, he may just get some joy. It's a bit of slick on the surface.
So here is Sween for San Juan North. He hits it, and it bounces in front of the keeper, who has done very well. It bounced in front of him, and he was able to divert it out for a corner. The corner quickly taken. Back to Sween. Sween looking to come in field with it. Still Sween. Confronted by 3 yellow shirts. He's still holding on to that ball. He's twisting, turning with it, and plays it into the middle. This is Lois. But Lois can't get the better. And there it goes! Trinity College East has done it. They have beaten the favourites here, San Juan North. What a victory for the Trinity College East players, the staff, the coach, and there no doubt, absolutely no doubt, the man of the match has to be the goal scorer. He was a thorn all afternoon long.